This is nothing less than a political earthquake. This is the big breaking news of the moment. The sitting Chief Minister of New Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, has now been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the liquor scam case. Remember, Arvind Kejriwal, of course, began his political journey as an anti-corruption crusader. He, along with Anna Hazare and the team of India Against Corruption in 2011, had begun this movement where they said that they were against corruption and wanted to root out corruption from Indian politics in all its forms. But the irony is, a decade and more later, Arvind Kejriwal, who transitioned from being an anti-corruption activist to a political leader who went on to become the Chief Minister of New Delhi, has now been arrested in a case that has been described as the liquor policy scam. He will now be presented before a special court tomorrow. These are images from outside the Chief Minister's residence from just a few moments ago. The top Aam Aadmi Party leaders and party workers have gathered outside the Chief Minister's residence. Section 144 has also been imposed in the area, and this is what is unfolding at this moment in terms of how the people have reacted after his arrest. A team of India's corruption watchdog Enforcement Directorate had reached the Chief Minister's residence earlier this evening. About 12 members of the Enforcement Directorate had questioned Arvind Kejriwal for over 2 hours. They had a search warrant in connection with the alleged excise policy scam case. Now, the Delhi Chief Minister earlier had suffered a major legal setback in the Delhi High Court, where the court had refused to provide any kind of protection from arrest by the Enforcement Directorate to the Delhi Chief Minister. Kejriwal had filed a plea seeking protection from coercive action in the Delhi's excise policy-linked alleged money laundering case. After hearing both the parties, the court had ruled that it is not inclined to grant relief at this stage, and within hours of that, Arvind Kejriwal was questioned, his official Chief Minister's residence effectively was raided, and he's now in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate, who now say that they have also arrested him. This is the big breaking development at this moment, and according to reports that are coming in, Atishi Marlena, who is one of the key cabinet ministers in Arvind Kejriwal's government, she said that the Aam Aadmi Party has approached the Supreme Court to hear this case tomorrow. But remember, the case first must be listed before the case is heard in front of a bench. So it remains to be seen as to how much longer the legal tussle, of course, will continue for Arvind Kejriwal before the case, of course, comes up for hearing. But at this moment, this, of course, is the big breaking development. Arvind Kejriwal, the sitting Chief Minister of New Delhi, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. And my colleague Siddhant Sibil is, of course, getting us more details at this moment from the ground. Siddhant, this is, as you earlier put it, a political earthquake and nothing less. We're just weeks away from the general elections that are to start on the 19th of April. And now, Arvind Kejriwal, a key component of the India alliance, a very charismatic leader, someone who people say punches above his weight, has now been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in the liquor policy scam case.
Well, Mohammed, they say that a day can be a long day in politics, but a day can be a big political earthquake in politics as well. What has happened in the last few hours is going to play over next few days, months, given the fact that India goes to general elections as well. We're waiting for more developments to happen. We are getting reactions as well, and a lot of political action in front of his residence as well, where activists have been converging despite, of course, Section 144 being put in place. But essentially, we know that when it comes to this case, there have been previous summons as well. This summon, of course, it's believed to be the 9th such summon. And essentially, now it's up to the courts to take the final decision. But it looks like the activists are expected to take to the streets tomorrow. So expect more developments tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, is the last day of the week. And essentially, it could lead to a lot of jam as well. But that aside, when it comes to the political reaction, we are waiting for reaction from the India Alliance. Now, if there is a unity for the opposition, because for opposition, this single moment can be a point of convergence, and they can, of course, unite if they want to. They have their own contradiction. But, of course, the ruling party, BJP, of course, have been trying to talk about about the corruption scandals when it comes to the AAP government here in the national capital. Now, AAP sees itself as a larger party in the country. It believes it can give resistance to the BJP party, but as of now, they have to deal with other problems as well, including the arrest of a sitting Chief Minister, Arvind Kejriwal, who, of course, started his political career from a process, a mission of fighting corruption. So essentially, it's been 10 years he has been playing an active role, but this moment, the opposition and, of course, the AAP party might try to create as a martyr's moment for it, but the ruling party, of course, has been pointing out to the corruption scandals under his government.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.